EA Sports. It's in the game.
Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where so many great fights have gone on through the years for tonight's main event. 12 rounds in the welterweight division. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. Roberto Duran's coming down to the ring right now. Not seeing much personality out of this ring walk. Tommy Hearns is so attentive when it comes to this moment here. This is where everything he's done, all the hard work he's put in, comes down to one singular moment of concentration. Opening round here, scheduled for 12. An inside fighter going against Tommy Hearns tonight. Teddy, if you're in the mind of the guy who wants to get to the inside, what are you thinking?
Well, what you better be thinking is, how do I get inside without taking on some of those big right hands? Because if I take those on, I never get to the place that I want to. And believe it or not, even though you have a guy with a long jab, you have to slip and use your own jab to nullify his a little bit and cover your tracks as you're trying to walk in.
Able to dismiss that body shot.
That's okay, let's go! What?
Halfway through round number one.
Boy.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
Side to side. Back to the body.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. And that's the end of round one. Roberto Duran's last round, to me, Teddy, completely ineffective. His accuracy way off the mark, throwing punches, but lost the round.
Joe, talking about being off the mark, if you're traveling outside and you're lost, you need a map to find your way. He needs a map right now to find his way. He needs some direction.
Keep moving. Gotta see those coming.
Not much action as he just ties up.
Double up your punches.
Teddy, what a statement win his knockout of Pipino Cuevas was.
Not only a statement win, but it told you what to expect in the future. Here's a guy who's wiry, he's explosive, and if you leave him at the end of his punches where he can get full extension on his punches, full power, full leverage, he was gonna knock a lot of guys out.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Stay away from the inside.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand.
That's okay. Pay him back. Come on.
Good job protecting himself. And we count down the final moments of this round. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Stay on the outside. Come on, keep focused.
Good block by Roberto Duran.
Nice work, nice work.
Very educated jab there by Tommy Hearns.
Double up your jabs. You're not focusing.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away.
Keep that head moving.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Oh, keep your distance. Keep that head moving.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Roberto Duran. Teddy, let's talk about what this wiry, tall, and athletic frame of Tommy Hearns provides for him in the ring, because we've seen him use leverage to his advantage with his power punches.
Well, guys that look like a tall drink of water, and that's what he looks like to me. You know, a lot of people think they're not intimidating. They get more worried about a guy from Venison Beach that, you know, has all those muscles and everything. But those wiry guys, those are the guys that I have found that worry me, because they get leverage and they can really bang.
And the round comes to an end.
You're winning this fight. Estás ganando. Just keep
Roberto Duran's out in front as we take a look at Teddy's scorecard for the first time tonight, but they're still in a mode of just feeling each other out. Neither man has taken control of this bout so far. Great work offensively landing that combination by Tommy Hearns. Duran's well off the mark that time. Great job of protecting himself. He's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Relax, relax. He's tired.
Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand.
Don't let him get to you. Work the bodies, kids. Body shots.
Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs.
Pace yourself.
Final 10 seconds.
Keep that head moving.
End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was. And, you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Nice jabs there by Tommy Hearns. Hearns is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Roberto Duran. And a good solid 1-2 combo by Tommy Hearns. Nice strike after catching one by Roberto Duran.
Side to side, move your head.
Halfway into round number 5 here.
It's okay.
Boy, sharp 2-punch combination by Roberto Duran.
That's what I like to see.
A little head hunting with the right. Super 2-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran's proving here that you can't hit what you can't reach. You see the movement he's putting forth.
Yeah, he's using his legs real well. He's controlling range. He's just not allowing his opponent to get into the punching distance he needs.
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. And round 5 comes to an end. Hearns is missing punches. I mean, there's just no way to sugarcoat it. His accuracy isn't there.
And there's a reason for it, Joe. His punches are the wide variety. And wide punches, guess what? They don't find the mark. They're not accurate.
Keep it going. Good job.
Now committing to that jab, straight hand, and it works out. That's a forceful two-punch combo by Tommy Hearns.
Keep your back off the ropes.
Roberto Duran's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found.
Keep working the body.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Roberto Duran's timing with his head movement has been ideal. We have not seen his opponent being able to land anything clean up top tonight.
No, because his opponent is not making the proper adjustments. You know, when the head is moving, the body's still there. You can't catch the head. Goes downstairs to the body. You paralyze that head. You start to take that movement away. Before you know it, the guy's not quite as elusive.
Roberto Duran's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch.
Double up your punching.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself.
Swing back. Keep working the jab.
We took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th.
Keep working the body.
Really fun-looking fight so far here. We've reached the halfway mark. Teddy, your impressions as to what we're going to see in the second half of this fight?
More of the same. I don't think these fighters know how to do anything, at least tonight. They came here with this mentality, and you know what? You can't really change gears at this point. You're going to see more of the same.
Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Hook. Hook. I shake it off.
Hearns is putting forth a game plan of being a volume puncher, but Teddy, he's not landing a lot of these punches, and what kind of effect can that have on this fight?
Well, he can get frustrated a little bit, and hey, he might not win the fight. It can have that kind of effect. Is that effective enough?
Well-targeted left hand by Tommy Hearns. He just missed that shot up top, and he just holds on there. Halfway through the 7th round. He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Tommy Hearns. Duran's so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Missed the body shot. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Roberto Duran.
Let's go.
Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go.
This is yours. You hear me? Escuches. This is your fight. Keep it up. Keep scoring points. Keep throwing punches. Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into it without throwing a punch.
You know, it's not always as simple as who throws more punches as we start round number 8 and we look at your scorecard. Duran's been the more effective fighter. The punches he is throwing, those punches are getting things accomplished.
And he's also proven something that I've said before, that sometimes aggression is a state of mind. You know, it's not really a physical state. And that's what he's doing. You know, he's feinting him a little bit. He's controlling the outside. He's not always walking forward, but he's doing what he wants to do and making his opponent do what he wants him to do.
Nice block by Tommy Hearns. Blocks the headshot. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
In and out.
Tommy Hearns is not coming up with the results that you would want to see out of him. Now, he's trying to counterpunch, Teddy, but it doesn't seem to be the answer.
No, he kind of looks a little bit like that guy who went in to get his hair dyed, you know? And he thought it was going to be just a little bit lighter, and it wound up being a lot lighter. And he said, wow, what the heck did I do? I didn't think I was going to look like this. I didn't think that I was going to box like this.
Hearns is hit by a counterpunch there. Duran's winning this fight. And if you ask most of us ringside why, we would say he's in better shape. His conditioning has been great as this fight has gone along.
Yeah, he did what he was supposed to do in camp. He got ready for this moment. Also, his intellect. He's a smart guy out there.
That's a forceful jab by Tommy Hearns.
Keep working the jab. Hey, gotta see that come in. Let's go.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Roberto Duran. That was really well done. Targeting the jab and then thundering home with the uppercut. Roberto Duran's defense has been just unbelievable tonight. I mean, Teddy, you take such appreciation seeing a guy putting forth his craft like this.
Yeah, you do, and that's why he's able to have such a long career. That's why he's able to be, you know, so consistently good, because he doesn't take a lot. He doesn't get worn out. He's fresh.
In and out. In and out.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Now hugging on the inside. He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape. Big shot there. That combination puts him down. Tommy Hearns is able to get up. Teddy, I question, though, if he'll be able to go on. What does he have to do?
Well, he's got to know what to do, but what not to do. Don't use your legs. Don't try to move, because that's the inclination. Get on your bicycle when you've been hurt. No, the bicycle's not there. You got flat tires. What you got to do is grab on the inside, clear your head.
And we come to the end of the round. Duran's in control of this fight, Teddy. Sometimes you can just look at it and see it as clear as day. He's ahead on the scorecards.
Yeah, I have him ahead on my scorecard, too. But right now, he can't afford to coast, because this guy is still dangerous.
And yet another big shot comes in. Up off the deck and now in control. He scores a knockdown of his own.
And he turned it around, because when his opponent scored the knockdown, he got a little careless, a little lazy.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time.
Stay on the outside.
Little head hunting with the left. Roberto Duran's combination punching is working well here. You see him holding on.
Adelante.
Adelante! Adelante!
Relax, relax.
Okay. Hey, head back!
And just like that, things turn around. A back and forth round. Both men have been rocked.
This is what boxing's about. This is what battle is about. This is what human spirit is all about.
Uppercut!
Jump on it. Nice.
Pace yourself!
Good defense, just covering up down low.
You got this one!
How about a return to sender with the left hand?
You gotta see that coming. Let's go!
Hearns' defense is paying off now.
Nice work! Nice work!
Duran's proving to be elusive. There's that overhand right.
Take it up!
I don't want you to slug it out with this guy, all right? Just keep your range. Jab, jab, right, okay?
Start of round number 11. Duran's up on Teddy's scorecard. Just 6 minutes to go in this fight. Teddy, I assume at this point, just take some good advice from your corner and secure this win.
Yeah, you have the winning lottery ticket in your hand. Don't throw it in the garbage.
Punch and move, punch and move.
Uppercut! Uppercut!
Up top with the quick hook. Now he got caught by that right hand. He never saw it coming. He may be looking to clinch here. Tommy Hearns is rocked, and his defense is porous right now. He could go down at any moment.
But the problem is he's got the habit of blocking punches, and when a guy's putting them together, you can't block them all. Some are getting through.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Double up!
Oh, keep your feet moving.
90 seconds to go in this 11th round. Good effective work with that straight right hand.
Keep moving. Keep
That is
going.
exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Roberto Duran. Right to the head with that right. If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Roberto Duran. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Parries that punch intended for the head. And that's the end of round 11. Duran's cut man is going to earn his pay for sure. That is a bad gash.
And I'm wondering what he's using in there. You know, you can only use certain things, Avitine, adrenaline, and thrombin. I'm wondering if he's using illegal things right now, because that's the kind of cut that tempts you to use crazy glue.
They meet up for the 12th and final time. The last round has arrived.
Gotta see those coming!
Now he ties up there. Duran's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo.
Keep working the jab.
Forward! Forward! Hey! Gotta see that coming! Let's go!
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Nice combination. Jab, uppercut to the head.
Looking good.
Halfway through this 12th and final round.
Uppercut.
No, he missed that right.
tired! He's tired!
Hearns is doing exactly what he told us he would do. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, but he's sticking to that game plan.
You know, I like that. You know, I want to see how a guy behaves under pressure. He hasn't panicked, you know. He still believes in his identity, believes in his talents, his abilities, and he's going to stay that way unless the guy convinces him later on.
Good block there by Tommy Hearns. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Roberto Duran. Last 10 seconds of the fight.
Keep pushing!
Well, you should lose your judge's license if you have it any other way but the obvious here, Teddy.
Yeah, if they do that, I want to put those guys on a poster, a wanted poster, that you don't want them.
Here's our ring announcer. Roberto Duran's dominating performance gets the payoff with the decision. A unanimous decision. Teddy, your scorecard reflects that as well.
It was an easy one to score. I mean, he did it fundamentally well. It wasn't just with talent. He did it with the jab. He did it with control and range, going to the body. Great night.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for our main event of the evening. Scheduled for 12 rounds in the welterweight division between Roberto Duran and Miguel Cotto. Roberto Duran's making his way to the ring right now, and he does so with an attitude that belies his in-ring intensity. Miguel Cotto's showing no concern for what's about to happen. This is a guy that is just relaxed and calm as could be for the task at hand as he makes his way down to the ring. Opening 3 minutes of this scheduled 12-rounder. Two guys that can really take each other out. What's the best means of defense?
Well, if one guy says to himself, I'm not the power puncher, then he has to be smart. He has to be technically solid in all areas. He's going to have the edge.
Got to be accurate to send the combination to the body, and he does that. Left hand coming into play by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran's banged by a big uppercut. Halfway through this round. A well-placed left hand up top. Cotto's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Solid straight right hand. Not able to land the headshot. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Cotto's got to wake up to the fact that he just lost that last round. And the reason he did was because he wasn't efficient. He wasn't accurate. Yeah, he was throwing punches. He wasn't landing many.
No, he's throwing them from too far away. They're too wide. He needs to shorten them up, get into better range, and use that jab as a finder.
And he ties up on the inside. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Combination to the head. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? Cotto's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be. Now that counter punch landed with some success. And a sharp counter punch by Roberto Duran. 90 seconds to go here in this round.
That's okay, let it go, let it go.
Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. No, his opponent got away from that uppercut. More and more punishment is being doled out. Cotto's face is absorbing, and it's not holding up well.
It looks like it's sunset right here on his evening.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Stay focused on the inside.
Roberto Duran blocks that.
You gotta let your hands go, champ. You hear me? You have to. You have to be busy out there. This guy's beating you. Now, if you throw 3 or 4 punches in a row, you can turn this thing around. But you have to.
And round number 3 is underway.
Keep going.
Cotto's showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Blocks that belt line well.
Come on, come on.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Wow, is he defensively sound.
Come on, keep working the body. Keep working the body.
Well, let's talk about the difference between Miguel Cotto, the version that we saw at 140 pounds, and the version that we saw in recent fights at 147 pounds. Because at 140 pounds, he actually started to have some troubles with his chin, and then seemed a little sturdier at 147.
Yeah, you know, it's funny to say that because maybe he was killing himself, weakening himself a little bit to make 140. So even though he stepped up, he was feeling a little stronger. And don't forget, the smaller guy's a little faster. Maybe they were able to find his chin a little more often.
Able to cover up that gut.
That's it, just like that.
You're still not moving enough. Come on now, move. Move.
Watch that.
Roberto Duran putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Duran with a block.
Gotta see that come in. Let's go.
Good job with the left hand. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Roberto Duran. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. And that's the end of round 3.
Keep it up. That's it now. Nice work out there. Keep fighting smart and keep busy. Don't take a break with this guy. You're standing straight up. Move that body.
Duran's ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round, but nothing really to pull away early on. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Stay on the inside.
See, that's what you want from his left hand. That's exactly what it should be doing, that left hand by Roberto Duran. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Roberto Duran.
That's what I want to see.
Basic but beautiful. Jab, left hand. Not getting it done with that straight right hand. Gets rid of that body shot.
Relax. Come on now, relax.
Double up your punches.
Miguel Cotto's opponent landing an effective counter punch right there.
Get inside. Get inside.
Duran's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Now, this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just a sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation, but just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
And that's the end of round 4. Cotto's defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Very accurate 2-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Didn't get it done going to the body there. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran.
Uppercuts on the inside.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Miguel Cotto's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
Halfway through this round here.
Left and right, come on, baby.
There's an excellent combination by Roberto Duran. Trying to go downstairs, but off target.
Don't walk into his punches.
Like a sledgehammer, that uppercut by Miguel Cotto. And he returns on that exchange.
Keep swinging, baby.
He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out.
Come on, kid, focus now. I need you to focus.
And now he scores well with the straight right. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Good job on the 2-punch combo by Roberto Duran.
Jab, pop the jab.
10
Use the
clicks
jab. Use the
of the
jab.
talk. Miguel Cotto's hit by a right hand.
Hold on to it.
And that's the end of round 5. One of his eyes is completely shut. They want this fight to continue on. They want to give themselves every chance they have to win it. What do they need to do?
Well, what they need to do is be very calm in the corner, get pressure on that cut, get the right medicines in there, and maybe find a way to fool around in the corner somehow, dump some water, in the corner where the referee has to spend a little bit more time cleaning it up. They want to get a little bit more seconds.
Cotto's in there clinching more now, it seems, Teddy. Is it me, or do you think he's clinching more after being hurt earlier?
Well, I think I'm watching a movie where, in those prisoner war movies where they give you sodium pentothal. I think that's what the truth serum was called. And he's telling me the truth right now. Yeah, he is clinching more. He's not right.
Keep your hands up.
Unable to land clean by Miguel Cotto. Roberto Duran's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Miguel Cotto. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Hey, get out of there. You gotta see that.
Hits him in the mug with the right. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit. Wow! Hey, Cotto's floored right there. Boy, he doesn't look good at all. So Cotto goes down, and now he beats the ref's count. He's going to continue on.
He's answered the first part of the question that every fighter has to answer. He has the heart to get up. Now is he smart enough to survive?
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself.
Come on, punch, punch, punch. That's it.
That's some fine work right there by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran's showing us a great display of one of the best elements of defense, Teddy, and that is your ability to make your man miss by moving your head.
And now what his opponent has to do is he has to understand, hopefully he's been taught this, that yeah, the head moves, but the body doesn't. The body is stationary right in front of you. Right now his opponent should not be going to that head. He should be going downstairs.
Here we are, the start of another round, and if everything goes according to the way the first half of this fight went, he's going to be coasting in for an easy win.
Well, if his opponent goes along with it, he definitely will, but maybe he'll change the script a little, flip the script a bit.
Miguel Cotto's defense has failed him now. Oh, man, shot after shot coming in. Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Roberto Duran. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Nice strike after catching one by Miguel Cotto. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Miguel Cotto's got to do a better job. He is getting rocked. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
That's a good hook by Roberto Duran.
Keep your back off the rope.
Oh, Teddy, he is hurt, but he's trying to throw back.
Yeah, that's the worst thing in the world. I know it's his natural inclination, throw back, but that's the worst thing because now look at the punches he's throwing. He's going to leave himself wide open for something else.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own.
All right. You are dominating this fight. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing.
Teddy's scorecard through 7 rounds. Roberto Duran's in complete control. There's no other way to see it. What he needs to do now, I assume, is make sure that he does not get sloppy.
Yeah, no gambling right now. We did some gambling. You know, if you're in the corner, you say, hey, look, guy, we did some gambling early on when we had to, and we got what we wanted. We got his respect. We got control of this fight. Now it's time to just stay with boxing 101. Good fundamentals, good defense. Take it home.
Well-targeted double jab by Miguel Cotto. Cotto's doing a poor job. There's no other way to really say it. I mean, he's sitting there trying to stay committed to being a counterpuncher, but in the meantime, the fight is getting away from him in a big way.
Yeah, he needs a plan B right now. You know, he came in with plan A, Joe, but plan B is what he needs. He has to find another way to create offense. He's not going to be able to do it countering on the back end.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Huge uppercut from Cotto. Duran's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands.
Get after him!
Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Miguel Cotto. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. He was waiting for it. What a big shot. This is not the night that Miguel Cotto envisioned. Not at all. Once again, he finds himself trying to beat the count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
The ref is stopping this fight. Roberto Duran's in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner. Roberto Duran's your winner by knockout. Now, I think he was headed towards a decision win anyways, but what a good way to just put a stamp on his evening.
Yeah, bring down the curtain and make sure that more people are going to be talking about you when they leave the arena tonight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night. Good evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. Roberto Duran's ring walk, just a cool, calm stride to him. Looks like just another day in his life. Mosley's coming to the ring with his entourage of cornermen, but they look calm, cool, and collected. Hard to believe that they're going to be firing off punches within moments.
Remember what we talked about.
And we are underway for this scheduled 12-rounder. Good biting, snapping shot by Roberto Duran. Targeting that straight left hand. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Is this a good strategy by his opponent trying to take it to the inside against Shane Mosley?
No, it's not. You know, you think so because Shane Mosley is so fast. You think, well, you don't want to be on the outside with a guy that quick, but He's very strong, too. He likes to go to the body. You pay a price inside.
Good block there by Roberto Duran. Halfway through round number 1. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Roberto Duran. Scored well up top. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head.
Bang the body.
Back to the body.
Adelante, adelante.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round.
Move your head.
Mosley's corner better explain to him clearly why he lost that last round. His accuracy was way off.
Well, if you're looking to find change on the beach, you go out there with a metal detector. Well, right now, we need a punch detector. He needs a punch detector. He needs a jab to find the mark.
Good way to protect the midsection. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Roberto Duran. The early part of Shane Mosley's career, from the amateur days through a young emerging pro, he was with his dad in the corner. Jack Mosley was his trainer. But he's had some other people influence him as the years have gone on. How has that been a good thing for him?
I think any time that you can add to your dimension, you know, that you can grow, that you can have options, you can learn from different places, different sources, you can become better. You know more. Knowledge is a good thing.
Shane Mosley's dealing with a cut around his eye, and it's in a bad spot. His vision could be impaired. Blocks away that headshot. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Uppercut.
Blocking that punch. Very good defense by Sugar Shane Mosley. Gets rid of that effort. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. Shane Mosley's in a real tough spot now. There's no doubt about it that the eye has worsened. That cut is really looking ugly right here. What does he have to think about right now? Is it time to just take the realization that, hey, this fight could end at any moment?
Yeah, well, there's two things to that. First of all, the cutman's done his job. He's put the coagulants in there. Now he has to give them time to work. He's got to be elusive. He can't get hit on it for a little while. But also, he has to find a way for offense to stem the tide, to keep the opponent from just walking right in.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own.
Keep pushing.
Mosley's buying himself some time. He was stunned earlier. Now another clinch.
And he's diffusing himself right now by doing that clinching. And his opponent is taking advantage.
Brace yourself.
What an impact that left hand just made by Roberto Duran.
Close the distance.
You're still not moving enough. Move.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Downstairs with a right hand. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. I remember sitting ringside in 1997 when Shane Mosley was able to defeat Philip Holliday and claim his first lightweight world title. Teddy, many said, boy, he could be a lightweight champ that reigned for years. He was a supreme lightweight, then he went up in weight.
Yeah, he did. And that's what winds up happening. You know, in the old days, it happened sometimes because they couldn't keep their weight anymore. They moved up. But nowadays, it happens in search of more money because there's nobody at the lightweights. You move up looking for the big money fights.
10 seconds to go in this third round.
That's okay. Be him back.
Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own.
That's it. I need another round just like that, all right? You're doing good.
Three rounds in the books. Duran's in control. Teddy, he's up with a clean sweep on your scorecard.
Yeah, and I like the way he's doing it. You know, he's making the guy come to him, he's making him miss, and he's scoring all the clean punches.
Teddy, it is such a gift that he has right here. We're seeing such a technically sound defensive fighter.
Yeah, we are. You know, the old-time trainers would say, Teddy, he's doing the hard part. And that is the hard part, making the guy miss. Now he has to start doing the fun part, hitting him.
What an excellent two-punch combo by Roberto Duran.
You're not supposed to pace yourself.
And he engages in the clinch. Halfway through round number 4.
Keep working the jab.
Nice.
Good. Good.
That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Roberto Duran.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Sending out the power shot. It was a straight left hand. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran. A headshot block. A little something of his own. Blocks a shot, brings back the uppercut. Duran's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches.
The fighting is rhythm, okay? Don't fight his fight.
Round number 5 has arrived. There's a straight right hand. He's committed to the combination punching now, and it's working out well up top. Roberto Duran's doing good damage with the combination punching.
Well, right there's a good example of the benefit of combination punching.
Shane Mosley's hurt from that. And that is not what his opponent really wants. He's backed up against the ropes. Good job with another left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. And just grabbing onto his opponent.
Stay focused on the inside.
He missed with that headshot. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Landing 2 jabs by Roberto Duran. Clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Roberto Duran. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Stay on the inside.
Mosley's looking for a way to get back into this fight, Teddy, because, you know, his way about him of being a good, steady, solid boxer is not winning this fight right now in these middle rounds.
No, you're absolutely right, Joe. You know, the problem is he hasn't been able to gain the respect of his opponent. Has not been able to slow him down.
What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Shane Mosley digs into that uppercut. Roberto Duran's doing well here with that two-punch combination.
Get inside.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Not precise at all by Roberto Duran. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the will of the wisp, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Halfway through round 6. Mosley's finding out right now that this counter-punching style is not getting the results he needs in these middle rounds. What is the answer?
Well, when a guy's not coming in and walking in, you can't counterpunch. I mean, he's not giving you the kind of turf that you need. Now you have to find a way to create your offense, to lead a little bit. That starts with the jab, getting off first.
2 good jabs by Sugar Shane Mosley.
It's all right. Keep moving. Uppercuts on the inside.
Duran counters back. 10 seconds remaining in this round. Mosley swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Roberto Duran's corner is giving him the big thumbs up between rounds here. They know that he's in control of this fight, and they know he earned it. His conditioning's been outstanding.
Well, it's shown right there, but also his technique is great. That's a big part of it, too. His intelligence. He's doing really smart things in there and making the other guy look silly.
Hey, gotta see that come in. Let's go.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. He scored well after being hit himself. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Roberto Duran's hand speed is right now the difference. Teddy, you got faster hands, you're halfway home.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, is to be able to do that. But there is a way to negate it, to counter it, and that's to time the punches. Timing can beat speed.
He's sending more than one at him now, the combo to the head. What a trap he just set, and he lands a nice counterpunch.
Yeah, that's the old cast with a ghost trick there. You know, you're there one time, you give him a little shade, you know, a little shadow, and then he throws at you, you pull back, bang, come right back with your own.
Smart boxing here. Good effective work with the counter punch by Roberto Duran. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Roberto Duran. A crushing two-punch combo by Roberto Duran.
You got this one.
That's it. That's 1, 2.
How about that left hand?
careful last round. He can't touch you, all right? Combinations in and out. Make him miss, okay? Remember it. He's going to throw when you finish punching, so you can't stand in front of him.
Duran's in control of this fight with a commanding lead on your scorecard, Teddy, as we start round number 8. He just looks like the kind of guy that's not going to be defeated tonight.
No, he's made up his mind. And he didn't make his mind up, you know, and this is for the young fighters out there and whatever you aspire to do to move forward. He didn't make up his mind tonight. It was made up way before he got in the ring, and it's showing.
He's getting the payoff. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
That is a strong uppercut there. He comes with the straight right hand. Good job with the old 1-2 by Roberto Duran. Fires right back at him. Wow, a big flush blow, the left hand by Roberto Duran.
Keep working the body.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there.
Move it! Move it!
Targets his opponent after blocking a shot. Still no defense out of him. Still no ability to stop this onslaught. He's taking serious damage.
And you got to worry about his future because the damage he's taking right now for tonight, okay, we understand that, but how is this going to impact him for the future? That's where you're starting to get into a danger zone right now.
And that's the end of round 8. We hear about guys being calm and cool when the pressure's on. With that eye completely shut, the pressure is on.
Yeah, this is where you're really ultimately being tested as a fighter, as a human being, as a man.
The 9th round of this good fight. Roberto Duran's looking like he's refreshed for this round. Teddy, Sugar Shane, big shot. He was standing up to it, but now he goes down for the first time. It's over. This fight is over. Roberto Duran's bombs away, worked again. Knockout victory for him. Sometimes that's all it takes. Just one good punch to end the evening. Shane Mosley's a knockout victim here tonight.
One good punch and one mistake at the wrong time.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you soon. Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds in the welterweight division, and now the time has come. All the talk, now comes the walk. Roberto Duran's not throwing any fuel onto the fire for his opponent. He's just making his way down to the ring in a way in which he's checking that time card, ready to punch in and get to work. Holt's ring walk, not exactly full of fanfare or intensity. They're scheduled for 12. Here's round number 1. If you're advising the opponent here of this guy who likes to throw the uppercut, and you want to give him some advice as to how he can counter that, what would you tell him?
Joe, there's several ways to go about it. One way, if you remember, Evander Holyfield, where he fought Buster Douglas and he won the heavyweight title, he saw the uppercut coming. He took a little half step back. He made it go into space, and then he filled that space with a punch.
Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. Well timed by Roberto Duran. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Get inside, get inside.
And he's holding. Good return fire that time. Scored well with that straight left. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Nice strike after catching one by Roberto Duran. That's a well-scored left hand by Roberto Duran. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Look at that combination by Holt.
Stay away from those. Come on.
10 seconds to go in this round. Holt's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. End of the round. And his lack of defense caught up with him there. No doubt about it. I mean, he just keeps his hands low, Teddy.
Yeah, he keeps his hands low. He doesn't move his head enough. He's an inviting target. He's a guy that you want if you're in the other corner.
You're letting this guy get away. Now, come on.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Good combination by Roberto Duran.
Move your head.
Off target with that hook. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. On the mark with the straight left hand. Good block by Duran.
Keep your back off the rope.
Flush shot lands after blocking away his opponent's effort. Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by Roberto Duran.
Get your hands up.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. Halfway through round number 2. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. He got hit. Oh, now the... Wow, nice flush left hand. He's jumping all over him now. Holt's nailed by that shot. Absolutely rocked. He could go down here, Teddy. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort.
Keep working the body.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
Stay focused on the inside.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Roberto Duran's really impressing us here tonight. That last round, boy, he was on top of his game and all over his opponent. Laid out some serious damage there.
Yeah, I noticed that he's starting to land that uppercut a little bit. The only thing that I wouldn't be satisfied with what he did the last round. I would just look forward for confidence to do more as sort of a good roadmap to maybe even get a knockout victory here. Put something on top of those uppercuts. You know the uppercut's landing. Now put something up top.
Oh, good defense there. That was a fine block by Roberto Duran. Solid left hand to the head. Good exchange. He fires back. Roberto Duran's blocking ability is doing well for him there. To the head he goes with a left hand. That was a left hand that came raining in on him. He does not look good right now. Expect him to clinch. Holtz on the bad end of an uppercut. Holtz's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Scores up top with a left.
Uppercut! Uppercut!
Scored well up top. He just missed that shot up top.
Unload! More punches!
Duran's left now getting into the mix. Left to the body. Holtz got a way of just getting away from that punch. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. And this round comes to an end.
Double jab. You're not giving me the double jab. You're only giving me one jab at a time, okay? You got that? Let's get in there. Stay tight and bang away, okay?
So with 3 rounds complete, we take a look at Teddy's scorecard. Roberto Duran's in control of this fight. Teddy, he's earned every round.
He has. If you talk about ring generalship, you'd have to salute him.
Uppercuts on the inside.
Not able to land the headshot. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Roberto Duran. Duran's got that one gift that we have seen win time and time again, and that is pure speed. He's got it every which way.
Yeah, he's putting those punches together. There's one way that you have to combat speed, and that's not trying to match it, and that's controlling distance and using timing. That's what his opponent needs to do now.
Well-targeted 2-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Roberto Duran. Duran able to land the counter punch. Just knifing up with that uppercut by Roberto Duran. Little head hunting with the left.
Bang the body. Keep working the jab. Good.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Roberto Duran's commitment to the cause of being the aggressor really had him in front in that last round. Look at his opponent. Round number 5 has arrived. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 ass and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counter punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Well placed, straight right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Holtz so dangerous with that accuracy, a 2-punch combination landing. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. Great work offensively landing that combination by Roberto Duran. Move! A well-placed left hand up top. Duran's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best.
One, two.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Boy, sharp 2-punch combination by Roberto Duran. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Holt's inconsistencies are really showing up now. At times he has shown defense tonight. Other times, with what we've seen recently, he's getting hit by the left hand.
Yeah, what he had to do is now make the adjustment.
Come on, kid.
Super 2-punch combo by Holtz. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. That's a forceful 2-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. He goes down. He has so much time now, he's going to be forced to survive.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Holtz still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Come on, kid, focus.
Nice block by Holtz. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Roberto Duran's really doing a fine job here, Teddy. And I know everybody falls in love with the clean, effective punching, but you can make an argument that he's controlling this fight right now thanks to his head movement.
Yeah, you know, it makes me think about that legendary story about the old great Willie Pep, the Will o' the Wisp. There was a legend that he actually won a round without throwing a punch, just by making his opponent miss, just by ring generalship.
Roberto Duran is able to avoid that punch. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there?
Just like that. Come on, kid, focus.
Holtz's punch is far off the target. Scoring with the right hand by Holtz. Roberto Duran's enjoying a good lead, and he just showed you why in that last round. Teddy, he's the fresher fighter. He has his legs. As we're in the deeper stages of this fight, he still seems like he has his gas tank on full.
Yeah, and he has his trainers and all his people in his camp to thank for it because they did the work before they got there.
Come on, cover up.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. The combo lands upstairs. Roberto Duran's doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be one solid. And he goes down again. Will he get up from this? Over. The fight is over. Holt's night has ended early here. Unable to go the distance, he couldn't rise up and beat the count. Roberto Duran, fitting end to a very strong night for him.
There is a business component to this game here, this boxing game. And the business component is, yeah, you got to win, but you want to win spectacularly. You want to get people interested, excited. He just did that.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Always enjoy you tuning in. We'll see you next time at the fights. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Metro Manila Arena. We're here in the Philippines. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 12 rounds of welterweight action. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp.
And his opponent across the ring with a record of 52 wins, 38 by way of knockout, and only 3 defeats. Fighting out of General Santos City, Manny Pacquiao.
Opening round here. See if they go the full 12 tonight. Great battle, Pacquiao and Duran here. If Pacquiao is to win this fight, what does he need to do?
Well, he's going to have to outwork Duran. That's one dimension that I think he can do it. You know, he puts a lot of punches together, Pacquiao, and he's got fast hands. Duran does a lot more grabbing than people realize. You know, he'll get off, he'll look to grab you. Don't be there if you're Pacquiao to get grabbed. Work during that spot.
That's a solid right hand by Manny Pacquiao. Not much action as he just ties up.
Forward, adelante.
Manny Pacquiao's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way.
Back to the body.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Roberto Duran. Good work defensively by Roberto Duran. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Pacquiao's got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter.
Keep working the body.
That left hand over the top, he's accurate with it. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Good shot to the head with that right hand. That is Boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran is going with a quality that I think is very underrated in boxing, and that is to be judicious, to really think about when, how, and make the most of each thing you're doing. His punch rate, very, very effective in terms of his percentage landed.
Yeah, he's throwing educated punches. You know, he's not wasting anything. He's making everything count, but just as importantly, everything's leading to something else. You know, he's working the body one moment, and that's leading up to some head attack later on. So he's planning everything out like a smart fighter, a guy that understands the sweet science.
That was a miss by Manny Pacquiao. Committing now to the left hand. Good straight shot. Nice block by Roberto Duran. Manny Pacquiao started at 106 pounds and then rose up and won a super bantamweight belt, but it really wasn't until November of 2003 when he claimed the featherweight title and TKOing Marco Antonio Barrera that he became that big spotlight kind of star.
Yeah, that was his coming out party, so to speak. That's when the world found out just who and what Manny Pacquiao was.
How about that left hand? Good flush shot by Manny Pacquiao. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Roberto Duran. Tried the hook, didn't get it. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Getting rid of that punch from his opponent. Well blocked by Roberto Duran.
Losing this fight. I need you to take some chances now. You have to take a chance with this guy, all right? You got that? You have to take a risk. Don't get careless.
And round number 3 is underway. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Good scoring counter punch by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran's cranked by an uppercut. Nice solid left hand scored by Manny Pacquiao. Scored well up top. Able to dismiss that body shot. Roberto Duran is in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that? A credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
He's tired!
Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease.
Bang the body!
Duran's punch didn't come close.
Back to the body!
Last 10 seconds. And that does it for this round.
On the inside. Bang the body, then finish with the uppercut. Don't fight.
Duran's enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in complete control of this fight. Roberto Duran is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch.
Pace yourself.
That's it, just like that. Keep moving. Gotta see those come in.
Manny Pacquiao's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still, it could get nasty as the fight progresses.
Keep your feet moving.
Very accurate two-punch combo by Manny Pacquiao. Seconds to go in round number 4. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran. Manny Pacquiao in a lot of trouble now. The ref is thinking about stopping it.
You roll dice as often as Pacquiao rolls dice, you're going to crap out every once in a while.
Roberto Duran with a big left hand. Good defense, just covering up down low. He just looks exhausted to me right now. Manny Pacquiao's accuracy is non-existent. This guy cannot punch a solid target right now.
No, but what this shows, he's missing so many shots. We always think about the damage done when they land. This is showing you the damage that's done when they miss. You get discouraged. You start giving in.
Duran's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. And round 4 comes to an end. Pacquiao's, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Good smooth work by Manny Pacquiao. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Manny Pacquiao's wanting the counterpunch here, but that doesn't seem the route to go here in this fight, Teddy.
No, he has to be honest with himself and see that. But, you know, people under pressure in all walks of life, you know, in the ring especially, you see it right away. You kind of peek at it right away. It's obvious. Maybe he doesn't want to see what he has to see, because then he would have to discipline himself. He's not ready to do that. Then he would have to make the change. Maybe he just wants to leave it this way. At the end of the day, people are going to say, oh, that guy fought a kind of fight that's, you know, hard to fight with. You know,
he is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Roberto Duran's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots.
Uppercut! Uppercut!
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Pacquiao's gotta beat the count now. He was demolished by an uppercut. So Manny Pacquiao, he goes down, and now he rises up to move on.
now he's going to have to show that he can be smart. We know he can be tough. We know that he can be exciting. Can he be smart enough to find a way to survive?
Very clean offense from defense by Roberto Duran. Pacquiao's lack of defense, especially when it comes with just getting away from that right hand, is really costing him a lot here.
Well, it's pretty simple. The old timers would say, move your head, otherwise your opponent will move it for you.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. 3 minutes gone by in this round. In between rounds here, Pacquiao's eye is completely swollen shut. What would you be telling him?
Well, this is going to sound a little tiny harsh, but guess what? This is a tough business. I tell him, you have 2 eyes, right? Use the good one.
He missed with that headshot. See him trying to cut down that tree with a well-placed right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts.
distance.
Some fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
Pacquiao's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. And he just holds on there.
Move!
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Manny Pacquiao. Pac-Man scores with an uppercut. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counterpunch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Good looking right hand after he got hit. Combo lands to the head. Roberto Duran showing you a little defensive skill there. Able to move away from that punch.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head. Good work.
All that hard work in training camp, all those hours in the gym. Right now between rounds, Duran's grabbing one last breath before he goes out and does it again. It's paying off.
Yeah, right now he's glad he got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. He wasn't then, but now he's glad he got up at 5 in the morning and ran those 5 miles.
Keep working the jab. Good. Good.
He missed that uppercut. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Throws a counterpunch there. Manny Pacquiao's an offensive fighter, but Pac-Man has to improve his defense. Time and time again tonight, we're seeing consecutive punches landing on Pacquiao.
What's the hook?
Good job on the two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. At the halfway point of round 7.
You got this one. Keep working the
Pacquiao's gonna think about the next time he throws a punch, because he just got hit by a good solid counter. And now you see the southpaw pulling the trigger with the straight left. Not an accurate hook at all.
On the hook. Do that again.
On the mark with the combination by Roberto Duran.
Hooks on the inside. Hey, hands
Oh,
up.
and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Side to side. Move your head.
Get in there and throw the uppercut and hook, all right? That's what's there for you. Body then.
So 7 rounds are in the books, and Teddy, this is clearly, decidedly in one man's favor. Roberto Duran's been on top of this all night long, but here's the good news. He still looks as fresh as could be. He hasn't worn himself out at all.
This is where those dog day workouts come in. You know, you hated them when you were doing them, but now they're paying off for you.
That's a fierce left hand that landed by Roberto Duran.
Left and right. Left and right.
Solid right by Manny Pacquiao. Now hugging on the inside. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Roberto Duran's having his way on the inside, Teddy. This is really paying off for him in these middle rounds.
Yeah, well, he's got to be happy with what his opponent's doing, standing right there, as you said, as you suggested, standing right in the place he's most comfortable.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Manny Pacquiao.
It's all right, just keep moving.
Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Roberto Duran.
Keep moving, jump on. Nice.
Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
You gotta breathe.
And round 8
Breathe.
comes to an end.
How you feel?
Let me paint this picture for you.
you're
You
not
got to
winning this
figure out a
fight, man.
strategy, and your fighter's down to one eye.
Well, I hope that he read some history books, or he watched a movie named 300. You saw that movie,
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered, and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the great army, could not be the great army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of their superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that side.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one.
Keep moving.
Scored well upstairs with the right hand.
Keep your head moving.
I think his corner's really pleased by the work he's able to accomplish on the inside.
Yeah, I think what they're really pleased with, Joe, is how easily he's been able to get there.
And what a clever combination by Roberto Duran. Accurate. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Big shot he just scored with. Well, they describe Pacquiao as a risk-reward fighter. He didn't get the reward that time. He took the risk, and it got to him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pacquiao's showing you what he is made of, getting up off the canvas after being knocked down. There's another left hand from him. You see him holding on.
Nice work. Nice work. Stay on the inside. What's the hook?
Nice strike after catching one by Roberto Duran. Duran's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance.
Uppercuts on the inside. In and out. In
Up
and
top
out.
with the right hand. Now he ties up there. Good move to get away from those ropes. Oh! Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle.
Look at that. Some way, somehow, he's got to try to get up. Manny Pacquiao's down, and he looks to be out.
Now we're going to see what's inside this man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And that's the ref stops the fight. Manny Pacquiao smashed, and he can't get up. Unable to beat the count. Roberto Duran's knockout here is a stunner. This fight was clearly going to go the distance and go to the judges.
You know what? You just said it. You just explained. You just put a blueprint out to why this fight was a knockout. He thought it was going the distance, and he got a little careless. He assumed something. He was not alert, and now he's out.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us ringside.
Señores y caballeros.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of welterweight action between Roberto Duran and Julio Cesar Chavez.
By way of Panama City, the handsome stone, Roberto Chavez. And his opponent across the ring, with a record of 107 victories, 86 of those wins by knockout, and only 6 losses from Oregon.
Here we go. Box smart.
Round 1 of 12. Blocks that belt line well. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Chavez.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Tonight, the expectation is that he's going up against a guy that'll get right into the kitchen, a guy that'll stand toe-to-toe with him on the inside. How does that play out?
Well, I think the guy's going to go for takeout food after a little while. He's not going to be staying there too long because that is the game Chavez likes.
Walk into his punches. Don't stay in one spot.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Hooks on the inside.
Halfway through this round, Duran's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Takes a step back, then the counterpunch by Roberto Duran.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then...
Oh, he gets hit by a left hand that he had no clue on.
Don't walk into his punches.
Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Well, time to talk things over because he got tagged in that last round.
Well, the most important thing to talk about is not the weather. It's to talk about why you got hit and correct.
When he misses with a punch, counter.
Okay, deep breath now, deep breath. Relax, relax.
Chavez's bounces back in his step. Start of a new round coming off of a round in which he really took some punishment. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. And he ties up on the inside. Good right hand from Chavez. Chavez's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. A solid left hand by Roberto Duran. Chavez's defense is paying off now. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Chavez.
Keep moving. Gotta see those coming.
Chavez's combination punching is working well here. able to cover up that gut. We count down the final moments of this round.
Back to the body.
Chavez is in complete control here as he takes a rest after a round in which he really dominated the action. Is there anything, Teddy, that you see that he should be thinking about when he gets off the stool here for the next round?
Yeah, you know, he should follow up on his lead, on his edge, on his advantage. You know, I noticed that he's hurting him in the body. Well, now start to double up that hook. One downstairs, one upstairs.
A little defense turns into offense. He blocks the shot, comes right back with one of his own. Roberto Duran's doing a beautiful job here early on of counter-punching.
Yeah, it's going to pay off for him later on. You know, we talk about body work paying off for you down the road, like investing, putting money in the bank. Well, counter-punching pays off too because your opponent becomes a little tentative, and then down the stretch, he's not busy enough.
Move it! Move it!
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Teddy, I've heard you say it many times before, but the better fighters have a wide array of punches.
Yeah, well, you have to, because obviously your opponent is going to adjust to what you're doing. You want to keep him more balanced, stay effective.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counter-punching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're controlling there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
That's okay! Pay him back! Come on!
And he engages in the clinch. Final 10 seconds. Gets rid of that body shot.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
And that's the end of round 3.
Beautiful. Nice work. I want to see more uppercuts, okay? He's moving.
Roberto Duran's up around here after 3 rounds on Teddy's scorecard, but really nobody has distinguished themselves to any great amount so far. And just grabbing onto his opponent.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Come on, man.
Right to the belt line. Chavez's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch.
Keep it tight inside!
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
There you go. There you go.
Julio Cesar Chavez landing a huge uppercut.
Forward.
Duran's showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Chavez is getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. And now looking to hang on. A little defense turns to offense by Roberto Duran.
Keep your back off the rope!
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Chavez's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Good counter punch by Roberto Duran. 10 seconds to go in the 4th. Julio Cesar Chavez with a huge left hand. Duran's really working well. That last round, he was accurate. Look at the punch numbers.
Right now. Don't doubt yourself, champ. You can
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight That's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Good solid shots with the combo downstairs. Duran's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Now he's just walking him back a bit there up against the ropes. He gets off with a combination up top.
Bang the body!
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Halfway into round number 5 here. Duran's on the bad end of a flush, solid hook. Blocks a shot and then does nicely to work on his own.
1, 2, 1, 2. Uno, dos. Uno, dos.
Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Chavez has got to deal with a cut now above his eye.
Adelante, adelante.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Chavez's failure to protect himself from that left hand, it's become a big story now.
Yeah, and he has to understand why. He's not controlling distance. He's standing too close in front. Needs to adjust a little further out.
Winning this fight. Keep your hands, all right? You have to keep your hands up.
The start of the 6th round. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Chavez. Effective with that 1-2. Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in.
Hey, let's go.
You're still not moving enough. Come on.
Digging in with a left to the gut.
You're doing great.
Roberto Duran's got a cut, and it looks like it's below the eye on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6.
Good job.
Chavez is looking for a way to get this fight back on course, a course that can get him a victory. This isn't it, just trying to counterpunch in these middle rounds.
No, this is not it. He's not thinking right. You know, it's one thing to say physically, technically, he needs to do that. But to do it, you have to be mentally clear. You have to be seeing the plan, seeing what you have to do, what you have to order your body to do. He's not seeing that right now.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Comes right back at him with a left hand. He just missed that shot up top.
Uppercut.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran. That was another great round from him. He seems so fresh, Teddy. I can't imagine what kind of training camp he had to be this fresh this late in the fight.
Well, I can't imagine. You know, I had my spies in there. They were telling me that they took a page out of the training book of the great Rocky Marciano. They went into the swimming pools during the day, and they were doing punching for a half an hour underwater. That is one of the reasons you're seeing the results you're seeing tonight.
Big uppercut lands from Chavez.
Left and right, left and right. Come on, baby.
He has his target. He lands a straight right. Well, I think a lot of people probably didn't expect this out of him, but I like the way he looks on the outside.
He's an inside man, but guess what? He's got an outside touch.
Commits to the straight right. A solid, true uppercut by Chavez.
Double jab, double jab. Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
Solid left hand to the head. Roberto Duran's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination.
Need to block more.
Forward, forward.
Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Way to hit the target there. Jab uppercut.
Get close to him.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Keep moving.
Good effective work with that straight right hand. A stinging uppercut by Roberto Duran. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. Good way to protect the midsection. And that's the end of round 7.
Keep it up. That's it now. Nice work out there. Keep fighting smart and keep...
Start of round number 8 right here. Teddy, this is very much a one-sided fight.
Maybe the opponent's best chance is to go back to history. LaMotta and Dotil. LaMotta was so far behind going into the last round that he had no shot except by a knockout. And what he did was he played possum a little bit. He shook his legs a little bit, went back towards the rope, and he got Dotil to come in, get a little careless. Bang, he pulled it out.
Roberto Duran's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence. It's almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tool because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
Committing to the head work. You see him go there again.
He's tired!
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Excellent 1-2 by Roberto Duran. He returns the favor with an uppercut.
You got this one.
Missed the target with that hook. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Oh, and there you go. He goes down. Oh, it may be close here. Can he survive the round? He rises to his feet, but now some questions to be answered.
Well, the old-timers would say you've never seen a fighter tested till they've been on the floor. Going down is one part. When you get up, what do you do? Not just get up. What do you do now?
All right? Now move. Now he's coming in, swinging. Now you think you're still hurt. He's going to look to finish you off.
Start of a new round, and I give credit to his corner. Chavez's cornermen did a really good job after a round in which their fighter was knocked down of just being calm and cool.
The way they're supposed to be. You know, we always talk about the fighter having to be calm and the experience that a fighter has. Well, that corner has plenty of experience. They just showed it.
Punches and bunches, combination up top. Chavez is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Roberto Duran's proving to be elusive. Chavez has got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through. Did you see that? And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4.
So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Off the target, and banging away he goes. Forget about the judges. This one may be over now. Chavez is down, and he looks like he's in bad shape.
When you fall that way, you usually don't get up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And it's over. Look at this. Duran's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout.
I don't know why we're always so shocked, but we just are. You'd think we'd learn by now that anything can happen. Here's a fight that is clearly heading to a decision, and just like that, it's over by knockout.
Yeah, you need to go to sleep, take a sleeping pill, or do that. Stick your chin out, bang.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great evening. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for our main event. 12 rounds in the welterweight division. Boy, and we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated here tonight. Let's see.
With a record of 38 wins, 20 knockouts, and...
Round number one, scheduled for the championship distance of 12. And he's holding. Went to the body there, but unable to connect.
Hey, gotta see that coming. Let's go.
Well, we've been waiting all week to call this one. Teddy, what kind of fight are you expecting?
Oh, the kind of guys that they get insulted if you miss them, Joe.
That's my man. Keep fighting, baby.
So the early action here in this fight should reveal an edge. Roberto Duran's got speed. He can move.
Well, they say speed kills. He better just be careful he doesn't have an accident. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
Keep moving your head. Come on, keep moving.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? 90 seconds to go here in this round. Duran snapped by a right hand.
Uppercuts on the inside.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. Duran's able to land a good, solid left hand.
You got this one all day, all day.
Good biting, snapping shot by Roberto Duran. Augustus has got to deal with a cut cheek. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Banking away a body shot with the right hand.
Get after him!
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body
Stay
shot.
away from the power hand, okay? Keep circling away from that power hand. I need you to keep moving side.
Start of a new round. Roberto Duran's making it look like the start of a fresh fighter. Remember, he was stunned in that last round, but Teddy, he looks fully recovered now.
Well, it tells me two things. One, he has good genetics. He recovers fast, you know, physically. But it also tells me he had a good camp. He came here in great shape, and he's getting the benefit of that right now.
To the head he goes with a left hand.
Attaboy, keep swinging, baby.
Solid right by Emmanuel Augustus. We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, it gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later, and something you got to start early and stay with.
An accurate left by Roberto Duran. Good flush shot upstairs.
Don't walk into his punches!
And now that backhand, the straight left hand, scores well for him. He clinches when he gets to the inside.
Adelante, forward! Keep going!
Nowhere close, that punch by Roberto Duran. Scores up top with a left. 10 clicks of the talk.
You're losing this fight. You gotta pick it up. You hear me? You gotta pick it up. Look, champ, you're standing straight up. Move the body. You need to move that body more.
And round number 3 is underway.
Head movement! Head movement!
Blocks a shot and pulls the trigger. And another right hand comes in. Scored well with that straight left. Augustus's effort has been admirable, but I don't think he's getting the results he would like to get here. He's tiring himself.
Yeah, what I think is starting to happen here, Joe, we saw him throwing a lot of punches, but not real effective punches. I'm wondering now, he's ahead right now in this part of the fight, but I'm wondering if he's getting discouraged because it didn't have the effect on his opponent he wanted it to.
Roberto Duran keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Good flush, straight left hand.
Attaboy!
Scored well up top. Nice work on the right hand by Emmanuel Augustus. Augustus is almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Not much action as he just ties up. Last 10 seconds of round number 3.
Beautiful, lindissimo, beautiful. I want another round like that. This is your fight, okay? You're in complete control of this fight. All right, listen. You need to create more.
Start of round number 4. Roberto Duran's accuracy has really carried this fight so far. He's up 3 rounds to zip on your scorecard.
Yeah, and again, it's because of what you just touched on. He's been a sharpshooter all night long.
What an excellent 2-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Protecting his head well with his guard.
Pace yourself. You're doing good.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Unable to connect by Emmanuel Augustus. Duran's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Took a shot, now he gives a left. A crushing 2-punch combo by Emmanuel Augustus. Halfway through this round here. Good step back counterpunch there. Targeting that straight left hand. Not able to land the uppercut. Emmanuel Augustus is absorbing a left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Roberto Duran. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him.
Get out away from those punches. Move your head. Move your head.
Look at that combination by Emmanuel Augustus. And a smart counterpunch by Roberto Duran. Duran showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Emmanuel Augustus is thumped by a left hand.
Okay, listen. He's going to come forward this round. Keep that jab moving. Keep him away from you, all right? I need you to keep...
Start of a new round, and you got to expect his opponent to jump all over him. He nearly got rid of him at the end of the last round.
Yeah, if I'm in the other corner, I'm telling him get after him. But you can use that in reverse. You know your opponent's coming after you. Maybe he gets a little reckless. You have an opportunity to nail him as he's coming after you.
Duran's cheek is cut, and you can see it's opening. Solid. There he goes. He goes down from that headshot. So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
That's a good block by Emmanuel Augustus.
Yeah, good work.
Emmanuel Augustus is the kind of guy that's always relied on his athleticism. But now that he is not in good shape, he could be on the deck in moments.
Now put him away.
He turned things around, and now his opponent has to be asking himself questions.
Yeah, he's got to be saying, what do I have to do to get rid of this guy?
Roberto Duran's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by Augustus is hurt by a big shot.
Now finish him off.
Well-placed jab by Roberto Duran.
Uppercut! Uppercut!
And he just holds on there.
Okay, get your hands up.
Uppercut! Uppercut is wide open! Uppercut, baby, come on!
Roberto Duran's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. And round 5 comes to an end.
With me, okay?
You can have the best game plan in the world, but when your eye shuts closed like that, everything changes.
But one thing doesn't change, Joe, and that's the mentality of a warrior. You find a way. You do not give in. You find a way. You concentrate harder, and you see with that one eye what you need to see.
Good work on the outside from him.
And that was set up by his inside fighting earlier. A place where, quite honestly, I expected him to be all night long. But now he's getting the privilege. He's getting the luxury of being able to stay outside a little bit.
Roberto Duran's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Augustus. Well off the mark by Roberto Duran.
Close the distance.
And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. A good, clean, old 1-2 by Emmanuel Augustus. Not able to land the headshot.
Forward, forward.
Nice strike after catching one by Augustus. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
For the well-being of their fighter, his corner may need to stop this fight.
Yeah, the well-being of now and tomorrow, because this is the kind of beating that's going to impact him tomorrow, take his confidence away. Maybe never be the same fighter if they don't stop it at the right time.
Emmanuel Augustus, his opponent is having... There it is! Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this? Augustus is back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. And round 6 comes to an end. Well, we've seen this before, a fighter with a bad cut, and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling, if he was in a casino, he's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up.
Big, big shot comes crashing home. Augustus is down, and he may be out. That's it. It's over. Fight is over. Roberto Duran's corner is already celebrating. His opponent unable to beat the count. Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know, can a guy punch? Can a guy defend? You know, can a guy control distance? But you want to know, can a guy finish? He got the answer. Yes, he can finish.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time at the fights. Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds in the welterweight division between Roberto Duran and Victor Ortiz. Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round 1 underway. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Teddy, many times throughout our broadcast we've seen through the years, when we get a southpaw versus an orthodox fighter, there can be a tendency for clashes of heads.
Yes, there can be, and also tripping a little bit. Sometimes they step on each other's feet.
Defense can turn into offense. The counter punch by Roberto Duran. Halfway through round number 1. He took a shot, big shot there. Roberto Duran's down, but Kenny, that was just a flash knockdown. I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah, he's getting up right away.
One, 2, 3, 4.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Good block by Roberto Duran. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Teddy, I think he's going to go down. I think he's going to go down after getting tagged right there.
He doesn't know where to go. I mean, he's like a guy that's caught in a hailstorm. He's trying to get to the other side of the street, but he just doesn't know where it is now.
All right, relax. Relax. You're leaving yourself open now. You're throwing your punches wide. Keep tight. Keep tight.
Roberto Duran's corner did a good job during those 60 seconds between rounds. And you can tell that he's a fresh fighter, not the fighter that was clearly dazed in the last round. See, that's some fine defense right there. I love that block by Roberto Duran.
Side to side. Come on now.
Roberto Duran's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Roberto Duran blocks that. Little head hunting with the left.
Keep working the jab.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Blocks the headshot. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Now hugging on the inside. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him by Roberto Duran. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Duran with a block. Just hugging there. Committing to the work downstairs with the left. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Roberto Duran. What does a fighter need to do to really build the foundation to a great career?
Well, first of all, they have to have the desire to have that great career. There has to be something in them. There has to be coal in that furnace to burn, and to burn later on. Maybe something happened to them in their life. Maybe
he is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Roberto Duran's attitude of being effective and aggressive worked out well. His opponent is damaged.
Okay, now let's go. Move around the ring. You got that? Okay, now let's go.
Ortiz has recovered nicely here. The start of this round, and he is proving to me at least that what happened in that last round is having no effect on this round. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot.
Hey, hands up! Hands up, come on.
Good accuracy with that uppercut.
Come on, come on.
Ortiz's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. Able to land with the right.
There you go. Shot is what? Man, that's it, baby. Good job, good job.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
Block, block that. Keep your hands up, keep your hands up. Nice.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Way to block there.
They're on the inside.
Hey.
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down.
Keep moving.
Blocks it away. Committing to the body work now. He lands the right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Good job, man.
Comes right back with a shot of his own. And round 3 comes to an end.
This fight is too close. You hear me? It's too close. We don't want this to go to the judge's scorecards, all right? Listen, best defense.
Start of round number 4, but an interesting fight so far. Ortiz is losing this fight 1 rounds to 2, but keep in mind, the 1 round that he won, he scored a knockdown.
Yeah, well, in golf, they say you have to have a short memory. In boxing, sometimes a long memory. He must remember he can hurt him. He can get back in this.
That's what you're doing. Keep moving. Gotta see those come in.
Good block by Roberto Duran. Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Ortiz is taking a lot of punishment. Maybe too much punishment for an experienced referee like the one we have in there today to just keep on watching.
Yeah, you would expect him to be ready to do his job. Sometimes the job is to keep them fighting, you know, to make sure they break. Sometimes it's to stop the fight. I think it's that time now.
Roberto Duran's well off the mark that time. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Halfway through round number 4. Duran's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Parries that punch intended for the head.
Shake it off. It's all right. It's all right.
Duran's able to avoid that punch. Little head hunting never hurt. Does it with the hook. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date. He wants to get to it.
There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counter punching.
And you know what he's doing? He's taking his opponent's jab away.
And that's the end of round 4.
Keep it up.
He can't see out of that eye, Teddy. It is swollen shut, and now the ref is taking a look.
And he should be taking a look, and I think he's going to bring the doctor up pretty soon to look at it himself.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight.
Come on, stay away from those. Come on now.
Ortiz is scoring with that right hand.
Oh, yes! Hey, keep your feet moving.
Well off the mark by Roberto Duran. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Sending out the power shot. It was a straight left hand. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Move your head. Keep moving. Keep moving. Hooks on the inside.
Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Roberto Duran. You see him holding on. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments.
Punch! Punch!
Parries the punch, puts one in there. And that's the end of round 5. One of his eyes is completely shut. They want this fight to continue on. They want to give themselves every chance they have to win it. What do they need to do?
Well, what they need to do is be very calm in the corner, get pressure on that cut, get the right medicines in there, and maybe find a way to fool around in the corner somehow, dump some water, in the corner where the referee has to spend a little bit more time cleaning it up. They want to get a little bit more seconds.
Ortiz's trainer is telling him, hey, just stick with what you've been doing. Yeah, but what he was doing caused him to get rocked earlier.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make an adjustment. Now, they don't feel it's time yet, but that time's coming. It's coming quick.
He scores with the left. Duran showing us that defense is also very much part of his game.
Yeah, it is. Not only to avoid punches, but actually to even set up offense. He'll make you miss, and then there's something coming back. He creates opportunities to hit you.
Scored well with the left downstairs. Halfway through round 6. Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand.
Yeah, I like what I see. I love what I see, baby.
Nice, crisp 1-2 combination by Roberto Duran. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. Solid straight right hand. Duran's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Well-targeted 2-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Comes right back with some offense of his own. He missed with that headshot. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. And that's the end of round 6. Teddy, I'm looking at that cut as he's in the corner now, and it doesn't look good at all. Do you think he thinks he has to go out there and try to end this fight?
Not only does he think it, I think he's right. I think that he probably has very little time left before the referee or the doctor's going to stop this. And he needs to be thinking that way if he's not.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Ortiz, big shot. The right came clean. This looks like it could be just a matter of time now. Maybe a punch or two away from going down. Teddy, what's he got to do?
Well, he's got to grab. He's got to find a way to stop the offense. And to clutch and grab, usually that's one way.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Ortiz is on the receiving end of a very good counter punch. Teddy, we know what the problem is. He's getting hit by left hands. Offer up the solution.
Well, Joe, there's 3 lines of defense. Either you're blocking punches, you're moving your head, or you're using his leg. The problem, he's not using any of those.
Halfway through the 7th round. Ortiz is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Nice work with the uppercut.
Beat him to the punch!
On the mark with the straight left hand.
Keep your back off the rope!
Again to the melon. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Scored well up top. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Well-targeted counter punch by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran's so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing.
All right. You are dominating this fight. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing.
Well, this is just a good, solid fight. Yes, he's leading on your scorecard here as we begin round number 8, but there has been some back and forth, some give and take.
His opponent has found some kinks in the armor, namely that right hand over the jab.
Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Roberto Duran's opponent has to be thinking to himself, how can I get this guy off of him? How can he, Teddy?
Well, the one thing he can do is don't wait until he's on you. It's too late then. As he's coming forward, sidestep him a little bit before it's too late and catch him.
Bang the body!
He just missed that shot up top. Good-looking counterpunch. Great work offensively, landing that combination by Roberto Duran. Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right.
Nice!
How about that left right there? And yet another big shot comes in. How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment. And it's over. This fight is over. Roberto Duran's gunned down yet another opponent. A knockout victory. That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit, because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
It was a good one indeed. And for Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time at the fights. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for tonight's main event. Scheduled for 12 rounds.
Come on, kid. You got this one.
This is a 12-rounder. Here's round number 1. Oscar De La Hoya's opponent tonight has a lot of confidence in his ability to bang. Teddy, what would be your your advice to the power puncher opposite the Golden Boy?
Well, first of all, I would tell him you better have a way to land it. Don't go out there just winging, because De La Hoya has been in there with punches before. He'll know how to make you miss. He'll see it coming. Use your jab, set up those shots.
Adelante, adelante.
Not able to land the headshot. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that.
Keep doing what you're doing.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Sharp and accurate 1-2 by the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
Inside!
Come on, kid.
Now he ties up there. And a sharp hook by the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Able to dismiss that body shot. De La Hoya's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best.
Kid, focus.
You can almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. As we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he was doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I noticed is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened to him. You know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get going. You know that he's positive. You know that he had a good round.
Hey, you got some of that too. Let's go.
I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Teddy, Oscar has accomplished so much in his career, but yet there are certain labels that are attached to him. One of them is what he did in the closing rounds back in September of 1999 against Felix Trinidad.
Yeah, in that fight, of course, he was ahead in that fight in the last 3 rounds. I think it was about the last 3 rounds. And he figured he had it in the bank, and he started running, he started moving, and he started just trying to get the clock to tick out. And what really hurt him was the way he behaved, because by behaving that way, by running that way, unlike a fighter, or unlike the fighter that people thought he should behave like, he lost the right to really make a big argument about how he was robbed.
And he ties up on the inside. Oh, what a whiff by Roberto Duran. Duran counters back. That's the clean shot with the left hand that he was looking for by Roberto Duran. A smart and resourceful uppercut by Roberto Duran. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Well put together combination by Oscar De La Hoya. And we come to the end of round number 2. De La Hoya's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean, that is a scary cut, as you just said.
Doing fine.
And round number 3 is underway. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Good block by Duran.
Good, good.
A well-placed left hand up top. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
De La Hoya's combination punching is working well here. Halfway through this round, Roberto Duran's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Good defense, just covering up down low.
Get close to him.
That was not well targeted by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Each man able to land an uppercut. De La Hoya's in bad shape, but he's doing the only thing he can at this point. He's tying up.
Yeah, but what I'm a little surprised at, and I think what his opponent's going to pay a price for later on, he's letting him tie up.
Roberto Duran's making for a fair... Oscar De La Hoya's clearly affected by that. And this round comes to an end.
Okay? Keep easy on the inside. Bang the body, then finish with the uppercut.
Duran's out in front as we take a look at Teddy's scorecard for the first time tonight, but they're still in a mode of just feeling each other out. Neither man has taken control of this bout so far. That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Roberto Duran.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Really frustrating his opponent now. Roberto Duran so defensively. Oh, what a left hand. Oscar De La Hoya's corner is concerned. Their fighter may go down here. And now he scores well with the straight right. Duran with a huge left hand. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Oscar De La Hoya. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut.
Stay focused on the inside.
Keep working.
Little head knocking with that right hand. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Roberto Duran. Duran's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Focus on the inside.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Oscar De La Hoya's nose is starting to bleed. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran coming off of a round where he clearly stunned his opponent, and now you get the sense that he could be building on it. That momentum is on his side.
Well, he's found something that works for him, and he's going to stay with it.
De La Hoya is throwing lots of punches, and not many are landing. But what's that old saying? Hey, you put enough out there, something's going to stick.
Well, at least he's controlling the rhythm. He's keeping control of the pace right now. And at least when you're throwing, your opponent, for the most part, he's being handcuffed a little bit.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Come on, kid, focus.
De La Hoya's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Oscar De La Hoya's hit by a big left hand.
Put him away.
And just like that, he's able to turn things around. Remember, he was stunned. Now he's in control.
Hey, remember, when you have that eraser, that power, you can certainly get rid of a lot of mistakes.
That's where you want to be.
De La Hoya's corner has to give him some advice here because that left hand has been scoring too consistently.
Exactly, Joe, and there's nothing else that he really has to worry about. Take that out of the equation, he'd be winning the fight.
Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Roberto Duran.
Let's keep your hands tight when you're up close. Rip those shots to the body, then up top. You got his attention that round, all right? Let's do it again. But you have to stay tight on the inside.
All the eyes are on him to start this round. De La Hoya's legs look just a little shaky, but keep in mind, he barely survived that last round.
No, but keep one other thing in mind. I agree with you, Joe, but he's been here before. He's very experienced. If anyone knows how to get out of this, he does.
Stay on the inside.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Oscar De La Hoya. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Come on the inside.
A solid uppercut by Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya's got to figure out a way to do something different here. I mean, I know he's committed to being a counterpuncher, but right now he's giving rounds away.
Yeah, he is, because he's waiting for things to happen that are not happening. You know, he's laying back, he's waiting for the guy to walk in. See, to be a good counterpuncher, an effective counterpuncher, guy has to come close to you. But his opponent's staying at a distance. He's not giving him anything to counter.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Super two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. There's a straight right. He is damaged badly there. Wow! Oh, a good straight shot that time. Oscar De La Hoya's looking up at his opponent.
They're always telling you to draw a straight line. That was a straight line, right to the chin.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So Oscar goes down, and now he's got to continue on after beating the count.
Hey, we know he's the golden boy. We know that he has great size, great ability. Now we're going to find out what else he is.
The golden boy with the hook landed. And round 6 comes to an end.
Don't stand in
We
front.
hear about guys being calm and cool when the pressure's on. With that eye completely shut, the pressure is on.
Yeah, this is where you're really ultimately being tested as a fighter, as a human being, as a man.
Roberto Duran's picking up right where he left. What a big shot. Oscar De La Hoya's unable to stand up to that combination. Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare. It's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him.
Big shot. Well, he's been there before, and now he's there again. He got floored.
He can't afford to keep going on that floor. You have to wonder when the referee's going to step in now and stop this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it. The fight is over. Oscar De La Hoya's unable to continue. This fight is over. Knockout. Roberto Duran's power that we saw throughout the night, building a lead on your scorecard, now ends the night with a knockout victory.
And it begins the next night, the next dawn, the dawn of the new beginning. More money. Knockouts bring money.
That does it from ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of welterweight action. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring. Roberto Duran's ring walk is very interesting here. This isn't over-the-top emotion. This isn't a guy with an intense, glaring stare. Just a guy going to do his job. Sugar Ray Leonard's making his way to the ring right now, puffing out his chest, glaring with those eyes, and taking a big stride to his destination of glory. 36 minutes still ahead of him here, round 1 of 12. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the will of the wisp, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
Teddy, what role can the fans play on the fighters, the atmosphere of the arena, when they know there's two guys meeting up that can bang?
An immature fighter, a less experienced fighter can get caught up. He can try to satisfy the audience. That's a quick way to be going to the shower earlier than you wanted to.
Nice block by Roberto Duran. Committing now to the left hand. Good straight shot. .90 seconds to go here in this round. Good defensive skill with the block by Roberto Duran. Duran's punch didn't come close.
Good job.
Duran able to land the counter punch. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Roberto Duran.
Adelante, forward. Hey, hey, let's go.
Unable to make an impact there by Sugar Ray Leonard. Final 10 seconds of round number 1.
It's all right.
Blocks away that headshot. This round comes to an end. And Teddy, easy to note here that he wasn't landing a lot of punches. Now he was throwing them up, but it wasn't landing a lot. Is that because of his opponent's defense, or is he just not that accurate of a puncher?
No, it's a combination. First of all, his opponent's pretty slick in there, pretty good at bobbing, weaving a little bit, slipping a little bit, making himself a difficult target, but his punch is a little wide. Needs to shorten them up.
Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Sugar Ray Leonard. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? That straight right, unable to connect. A nice block by Roberto Duran.
That's it. That's it.
Duran's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Leonard's punches just don't look like what they should look like right now, Teddy. I know he's thrown a lot early on here, but there's no oomph on them.
Well, that's the other side of it. There's always a flip side to a coin, and the flip side here in the boxing ring, yeah, he threw a lot of punches, but they didn't affect the guy. Right now, I think he's giving in a little bit.
Come on, kid, focus.
Keep it. Hey, gotta see that come in. Let's go.
Good two-punch combo by Sugar Ray Leonard. Nice strike after catching one by Roberto Duran.
Keep working the body.
10 seconds remaining in this round. And that's the end of round two.
Relax, relax.
Roberto Duran's got that accuracy, and it paid off in the last round. And round number 3 is underway. Good block by Roberto Duran. Duran's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Forward. Adelante.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand.
Back to the body.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Good 1-2 by Sugar Ray Leonard. And he engages in the clinch.
Keep your back off the rope.
Keep working the body.
Halfway through this round here. That's a huge shot, that left hand from Duran.
Keep your backs off the ropes. Looking good.
Scored well up top. And just grabbing onto his opponent. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Sugar Ray Leonard.
Bang the body.
Back to the body.
Just an excessive amount of holding here. Just much too much clinching.
On, kid, focus.
Ten seconds to go in this third round. Very accurate with the overhand right.
Okay, very nice. How you feeling? Good? Okay, you need to finish this with the hook. Finish with the hook. It's easy. It's there. Just like we practice in the gym. Throw a punch.
So round number 4 is underway. Duran's been looking very good early on. Teddy, you have him up 3 rounds to zip.
I think that's the only way you can have it right now, although I've thought that before, and the judges see it a different way, but he's been aggressive, and he's been effective.
A headshot blocked. Well timed by Roberto Duran. He took a step back and came to the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Roberto Duran with a big left hand. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Come on, kid, focus.
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. And a strong offensive showcase, the combination by Roberto Duran.
Inside, inside.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Roberto Duran.
Hey, gotta see that coming. Let's go.
about that left hand?
Uppercut! Uppercut!
Roberto Duran blocks that. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Roberto Duran.
Cover up!
Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds.
Where's the body kick? Body shot!
Roberto Duran's corner is telling him exactly what they want to see in the next round. Remember, that last round, he was stunned. Leonard's legs are just fine, thank you. That was the big question. In the last round, he was damaged, but here a fresh start.
You know, Joe, we talk about having a good chin all the time, being able to shake off a good blow, but this is part of having a good chin, being able to recover after being shaken out, after the round before.
And now you see the southpaw pulling the trigger with the straight left. Sugar Ray Leonard's gone into a defensive shell, but that shell has cracks in it.
Yeah, it does, and the reason why it's getting cracked is because his opponent is confident that with those earmuffs on, you know, going into that peekaboo defense that he is, he knows he's handcuffed, so he's putting together 3, 4, 5 punches where normally he would only throw 1 or 2, worried something's going to come back.
We see of blood coming from the nose there. That's a good left hand by Roberto Duran. Halfway into round number 5 here.
Forward! Forward! Jump on it! Nice!
Relax, relax.
Yep, yep.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
Get close to him.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Leonard's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady, the same attitude, as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
Protect yourself.
Teddy, what would you recommend? Oh, that's a big shot with the left hand. Sugar Ray Leonard stunned, and he cannot block this onslaught. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Right to the head and right to the canvas.
Good.
And Sugar Ray Leonard goes down and now is rising to his feet.
And now is going to show you something that you don't usually see. Something that usually you need an x-ray machine to see. Inside him. You know outside what he has, all that great talent. Now he's going to show you inside what he has.
Scores with the combo to the head.
Keep working the jab.
And there's a clinch after clearly being damaged.
And a clinch he needed like flowers need rain.
He's punching away even though he's been stunned. Now he's trying to create an opportunity here as he backs him up against the ropes.
Stay focused on the inside.
How about that? Another right hand. Leonard Leonard's not coming up with the results that you would want to see out of him. Now, he's trying to counterpunch, Teddy, but it doesn't seem to be the answer.
No, he kind of looks a little bit like that guy who went in to get his hair dyed, you know? And he thought it was going to be just a little bit lighter, and it wound up being a lot lighter. And he said, wow, what the heck did I do? I didn't think I was going to look like this. I didn't think that I was going to box like this.
He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit, stop this flow.
That's a forceful two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. And the round comes to an end. Roberto Duran's in a position now where he should be able to bring home a win. If things stay the way they are, he's clearly headed towards a win.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard, but he has to make sure he doesn't, like in football, go into that defense. If he starts just moving, just staying away a little bit, now the things that were keeping his opponent from coming in that front door, well, guess what? They're not there no more. His opponent could get back into this fight.
Good right hand.
Get out off of the rope!
That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Roberto Duran. Overhand right can be so effective. Leonard's being damaged right now. Punch after punch is coming in. Well, he just went from hunted to hunter.
And now he's going to track him down.
He comes with a straight right hand. Leonard's taken a lot of punishment with the right hand. Teddy, you've said many times, it's where you put your own head when you get hit by those right hands.
Well, one place I can tell you where not to put it, in the middle. And he needs to move it to the left, outside that right hand.
At the halfway point of round 7. Duran's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Sugar Ray Leonard's trying to survive this. He is taking a beating right now. That one good shot came in and rocked him.
And that's the problem with his defense right now. You know, he's trying to block those shots. You can't block 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots at a time. They get through.
He missed with that headshot. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Roberto Duran.
Don't walk into his punches!
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Sugar Ray Leonard.
That's it. I need another round just like that, all right? You're doing good. Keep it up.
Round number 8 just underway here. Teddy's scorecard has it clearly one-sided. Duran's done a good job of pacing himself. I think he's going to be fresh for this stretch run here.
Well, that's the way they planned it, Joe. They were in real good shape. They came in here, they did all their work before, and now you have the confidence mentally, emotionally, and physically. You know you're ready to go down the stretch.
Sugar Ray Leonard's known as a balanced fighter. He's a boxer, puncher, but right now, it doesn't matter what he is. Things aren't going his way in these middle rounds.
No, right now he doesn't have a clue. He looks really completely disoriented. You know, I think it's up to his corner. If he gets back to the corner, he gets through this round, to remind him of what the strategy should be. You know, direct him in the right way.
Nothing there on the punch by Sugar Ray Leonard. Roberto Duran's on the bad end of a big hook upstairs.
Keep moving! Keep moving!
Jab followed by the straight by Roberto Duran. Leonard's corner looks like they're creeping up those steps. I think they may want this fight to be over soon.
I think they need to be responsible and understand that just like sometimes the tide goes out, and guess what? It's not coming back in until tomorrow. Well, this is enough for today. This fight is over. We're going to have another day when we come back prepared to do it again.
And that's the end of round 8. Leonard's corner has quite a task in front of them now. Their fighter's eye swollen shut.
Right now, you have to come up with some strategy. Maybe he turns his stance around, where he leads now with the good eye. You know, right now the good eye is back a little bit where he can't pick up things. Maybe now he needs to change his position in the ring, where at least his good eye is in front.
Solid right hand lands. Nice block by Sugar Ray Leonard.
Move it, move it. Beat it to the punch.
You're still not moving enough. Move.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. There he is on the inside, and that's where he wants to be.
That's exactly where he wants to be. And what he has to do now is make sure that he keeps those hands moving.
Duran's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
Come on.
Goes up top with a right hand. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Roberto Duran's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the solid. Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time? Sugar Ray Leonard's back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now. Oh, and they decide to trade there. Roberto Duran's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. I like this kind of defense, Teddy. I like this kind of guy that just says, go ahead. Think you can try to hit me up top. You can't. Great movement.
Very good movement, very good vision. He sees everything. To do this, you have to be very calm. He's very calm. He's very in control.
Start of the round, but Teddy, it could be the end of the fight. He's been knocked down numerous times, including the last round.
You're probably right, Joe, but when things are darkest is when you find out what is special inside somebody, where they can go to a place you never expect them to be able to go to. Look at Archie Moore, Yvonne Durrell, years ago. Archie Moore was over 40 years old, in there with a 20-something-year-old Durrell. He was on the floor 3 times in the first round. He found a way to come back and knock him out in the 11th. Is this another one of those nights?
Good combination to the head. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Adelante, adelante. Watch that.
Duran's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. Leonard's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Sugar Ray Leonard stunned and staggered. Very accurate. Oh, that's gotta hurt. How is this gonna go on? Once again, he hits the deck.
Well, he's getting practice at it, so he might figure it out.
And it's all over. Leonard's not going to hear from those judges. He's a knockout victim.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockout, the answer stone.
I like the way he finished things tonight, Teddy. Roberto Duran's your winner by knockout in a fight that he controlled throughout.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, and just as importantly, or more importantly, his trainer, his manager, and his promoter like it, because that means that he's going to be easy to sell now to television.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time.